Runs back in my right pocket, like pack in the left. Gotta keep it on me if a nigga lacking, and you know that nigga next. Rounds hit me on the text, touchdown from the couple bitches running down my DM, said they wanna be the babe. Okay, walk a face, niggas kill me when they watch your face. Checking all the moves, taking time, I ain't checking for your dudes, bottom line. Jokes up, how I'm smoking, but you niggas always puffin' super serious. Guess the ropes are mysterious, let my bitches by curious. Hey, bitch, you know the name Aonesause, is you shitting me?
It's Cashspotlight, back here with another great episode. My guest Aonesause.
What's going on?
Let's drop the Instagram for them, G's.
AONEUSC. Wait, no, I'm bugging. AONESAUSC on Instagram, on SoundCloud, Spotify, anywhere that you could type a name in, that's where you gonna find me.
Okay. So last time I see you was at the performance, right?
Yes, sir.
Did your thing, of course.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to start off with just a little background information about you, like where you originated from.
Right here, Brooklyn, New York. You know, my people come by way of Trinidad. You know, but me, you know, this is where I started off at. You know, Canarsie area.
Okay.
And you know, just humble beginnings, bro. That's all.
Dope. Another Brooklyn artist. Brooklyn, what up? Alright.
Yeah.
So what got you into music, bro?
To be honest with you, it's one of those things where it's like it wasn't a single event. You know, it's probably multiple events throughout my life and stuff like that. You know, I've always been interested in music, and I mean, I just kind of jumped out into it type thing. Like I started it back when I was in high school, my senior year of high school. Okay. Me and my friend just did a song. We did a remix to a TLC song.
Dope,
you know, the Scrubs. We did a song, the Scrubs song. We flipped it, and from there, you know, I just started fucking around with it, and you know, I learned more things along the way. I took it more serious, and you know, this is where we at now. Probably what 5-6 years later. So, you know, it's progress.
That's dope. So let's go down some of the songs that you actually did on Culture Night. You had performed 2 songs, right? Or 3 songs?
I don't even remember. There's a few Culture Nights. I don't even remember
the last one.
I think I did what you call it. I think I did Runs Pack, and I did Fenty. I did Runs Pack and Fenty at the last Culture Night. One of those is out. One of those is, you know.
Which one is that?
Fenty. That was on the last project, Compliments of the Chef. So, you know, that's a big song. It's ringing off, but yeah.
And you said you had completed the whole project.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
That was Compliments of the Chef. Everything else is kind of like
newer songs.
It's newer songs, older songs. Like, to be honest with you, I've been sitting on a lot of music. Like I had a project I was sitting on. I was gonna release it, but then kind of things changed up. So I just kind of ended up, you know, just dropping it all as one-offs and stuff like that. So that's pretty much that on that.
So the one that you actually completed, how long ago was that?
That came out last year, July.
Sure.
Last year, July was when I dropped.
And the name is?
Compliments of the Chef.
And how many tracks you had on that?
5.
5.
It was a little teaser, you know. It's like I like to think of it as like a appetizer plate, you know, just with different little meals on it. You know, you pick which one you like, and you know, you go.
So normally I talk about the tracks that you did, but let's talk about the 5 tracks on that one. So I know you said you had a lot of music. So what made you get down to those 5 tracks to be released on that track?
Prior to me releasing that project, I took about a year off. Like I wasn't really like releasing music like that. I've been here. I've been making music. I've been making music at home and stuff like that. And it's one of those things where it's like I just kind of took time off to study and stuff like that. I took time off to really see what the music business is about, what makes it tick, you know, and how to really maximize efforts. When it came down to it, I realized my music is like me. It's all over the place and stuff like that. So it's difficult to really just sit here and consistently attack the same point when you make different types of music. So that's when I came up with the idea of Compliments to the Chef, whereas I could put it out there and I'll let people, you know, tell me what direction to go in. So I picked 5 different songs, relatively the same, but you know, different enough to exist all on their own, and just put them all together. To be honest with you, it was really Fenty. It was Fenty that made me really want to do it, because Fenty was a good song, and I'm like, I don't want to put it out by itself. So then the whole idea just snapped into fruition, and you know, we did it.
So speak on Fenty. What was the mindset going into when you was writing that track?
I don't even think I wrote that track, to be honest with you. We set up the equipment at my friend's house, to be honest with you, because like I got studio equipment at home.
Okay.
You know, so I record at home from time to time. I record here from time to time. So it's one of those things where I bought the equipment to my friend's house, and you know, me and my boy Dev, shout out to Devo, we were just kicking it, and you know, I've been all up on the face, Fenty. Okay. It just went, and we did it.
What's the song about?
It's about Fenty. It's about being. It don't got no real nothing to it.
Okay.
It's a vibe. It's a bop. But yeah, that was pretty much that. It just went. It was one of those songs that, you know, once it come on, it's a vibe. Everybody's going up. So, you know, that was a great moment.
And you said you also released 4 other tracks too, right?
Yeah, I did Fenty, No Laces, 16s, Red Dead. And what was the last one? Fenty, No Laces, 16, Red Dead, and damn, I don't know the last one, son. I feel like I know it. What's the last one? I don't remember the last one.
And where can they find that at?
That's on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. You can ask Alexa for it. You can ask Siri for it. It's literally everywhere. It's on YouTube as well. It's everywhere.
Okay. So I know I had seen some new tracks actually on your page when I went to go check that out. You know, something with Joe Frazier. I think who else was on that track?
Yeah, me, Clay, and Jego just dropped the track. Okay, Zombie from the Dirt. That's a fact.
That's a strange name. All right. So what kind of track is that?
Came along. Actually, we was in the studio with Ferry, and you know, that's when we had just finished cooking up. What you call it? Yeah, big shout out to Ferry. We're gonna get into that. But we just finished cooking up the song with Clay and Jego. They did a song called Two Step. There's videos out for that too. Go check that out.
Definitely.
They just finished doing Two Step. I was there. You know, we just got on the vibe. You know, my son Cody produced the beat. Cody Glock, shout out Cody Glocks. And we just went with it. Like, it was just one of those things where it's like, you know, we were all in the studio together. And you know, it was a really momentous type of situation, because it was like, me, Clay, and Jego, we all knew each other for like 10 years now. We all come from the same thing. We all went to school together. So it was like, you know, us coming back together in the studio, making that one song. That's the first time we all 3 was on the same song, and it worked. So, you know, it brought me good pleasure to release that song and let everybody hear that.
Okay. So I know originally when you had showed up at Culture Night, I was supposed to go up as a group.
Yeah, my boy Dev.
What's the group name?
What you call it? SWAT Base.
Okay.
SWAT Base. SB. Strengths and weaknesses all tied together. That's the acronym. You gotta get it.
That's a dope acronym. So who was the members of the actual group?
To be honest with you, it's not a lot of us, but it's a lot of us. If I really go down the list, I'm gonna forget names. But the main 3 is me, it's Dev, and it's Clay. Outside of us, you got everybody else. You got G, you got Slick, you got Rails, you know, Ferry's, like they part of it, but you know, it's a big family, bro. It's a lot of us when you get down to it, son. It's a whole lot of us. You'd be surprised.
So have you done some songs together as a group, or is it?
Yeah, we got a lot of songs, bro. We got a lot of songs, bro. Like, some of the songs, it's like, it's on some shit, like, they come up, I forget they was even around. I forget they was recorded up, you know. I forget my whole verse to the song. I'm hearing this shit and I'm like, wow. So it's like, it goes back. It goes way back. It's a fact.
So speaking of that, Ferry, because I did do an interview with Ferry, right? So how you met? I mean, how you came to working with Ferry, though? I mean, SOV.
Yeah, shout out to SOV, all the guys, the SOV family. Me and Ferry go back to middle school as well. You know, we all, like, me, Jego, Clay, Ferry, same place.
Okay.
Ferry, I was in the guidance counselor office. I used to be the little cool spot. Everybody used to hang on the guidance counselor office during lunch. And Ferry had just got to the school.
Okay.
And he had just, like, you know, relocated and whatnot. And I remember Ferry cursed out some girl. It was the fucking funniest thing I ever seen in my life. The girl was asking him questions. He was like, "Fuck you." I'm like, whoa, you know. So that was my first real, you know, cross with Ferry. You know, I took notice of him. And you know, next thing you know, go to high school. The year after, I see him there too.
Okay. So
you know,
so
yeah, so it's like I got to see Ferry just come along, you know, the whole way. And you know, Ferry started doing music. Well, I don't want to say Ferry started doing music. Ferry been doing music.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, Ferry been doing music.
Time.
But Ferry, you know, got comfortable enough to where it was like, you know, his music is getting known, or the music that he's producing, the music that he's a part of is getting known. And, you know, I start to see Ferry growing. So it's like, it's around the same time I started doing my own thing. And we just kind of clicked because Ferry was the nigga that you go to get your music done in the school. Like, you know, anybody want to get music, you gotta holler at Ferry. So me and him really developed a real close relationship, you know, over the years. It's been, yeah, like I said, like 10 years now, and it's like, you know, we still rocking. So it's real good to see. Like, Ferry made me happy. Ferry made me proud, bro. Like, I love seeing what Ferry be doing, son. So shout out to Ferry.
So definitely shout out to Ferry.
Always shout out to Ferry.
So with Swap Base, how did that come about? Like when they decided to say, hey, you know what, instead of being 3 individuals and start up this group and then have everybody else and everything else like that?
It was real organic, son. Like that's the thing with all of this shit. Like it's organic. Nothing was really forced, you know. Me and Clay kind of got up together, you know, to go to an event to support one of my other mans. He was doing something, and the way shit kind of happened. Like me and Clay was always cool. But we just kind of fell out, you know, not fell out, but, you know, we just wasn't, you know?
Yeah, spaced out.
Yeah, so we linked up, and it's real funny, because when we was on our way back from the event, it was me, Devin Clay, and we was in the dollar van, and we was going right past Ferry's old studio at the time. I think it was on, I don't even remember, it was about Snyder or something like that.
Okay.
And I pointed it out, I'm like, yeah, you know, that's where my boy recorded at, you know, I brought up Ferry, and it was on some shit. Somebody else was in the dollar van, and he turned around. He said, "Oh, you did that." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And you know, that's when niggas started talking about, you know, we had a studio at my boy Dev crib, and that was the start of, you know, what we would come to know as Swap Base. You know, that was the dungeon. That's where we recorded some of the best music, because it was just gritty. It was dirty. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing. And we got it done. Like it was pure vibes. So you know, from there to now, there's a lot of growth.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's a fact.
So going back to the performance, right? Do you remember your first performance? Like that first time you hit a stage, just be like, alright, A1 sauce.
What's the name of this? What's the name of it? It's the Kimberly something. I think the Kimberly Project or some shit like that. I think that's the name of this. The venue. It was on Atlantic Avenue or something like that. It was me, Clay, and Dev. We did a performance. It was a song that we recorded called What? And I want to actually find that song. I want to listen to it. But it was a song called What? And it was a vibe. Everybody was nervous. I was actually the one that was, you know, I was excited to do it. Everybody was too high to do it. They almost, you know, backed out and was like, get this shit done. But it was definitely a very revealing moment, man. That first performance is I don't want to say it's shocking. It just lets you know, like, I gotta get my shit together, because it's not the same. This is not the same. But
I mean, to go up there, just to even go up there, I say take courage. You know?
Yeah, that's a big fact.
That probably have talent, but is scared to perform in front of people. You know? I mean, like, you're a great singer in the crib, great rapper in the crib, but like
when you get in front of everybody, you know? Yeah, that's where it matters.
So now that you actually, so how long ago was that?
Probably, what, 2016 maybe? Yeah, I'd say 2016 probably.
So now when you take the actual stage, right, how's that feeling to you now? Like,
it's a great feeling. I mean, I treat it like as if I'm just chilling in the crib, and people just so happen to be watching me type shit. Like, that's just how I treat it now. But yeah, it's just rocking out with my song, with people that I fuck with, or people that fuck with my song. So it's a vibe. I don't really take it as nothing.
That's dope. That's dope. So now, do you have anything planned coming up? Like, I know you said you still got a lot of music in the catalog.
Yeah, right now, I just started the Sunday Sauce campaign. You know, right now I'm dropping a song every week, every Sunday to be exact. The last 2 songs I dropped Prophet, and I just did Zombie from the Dirt with Clay and Jago. So I don't know how long I'm gonna do it for. I'm gonna do it until I get tired of doing it. But that's I don't want to say that's the A plan. That's kind of I got something else planned for people, man. You know, me and Ferry working on something right now, so we gonna have that out real soon. But Sunday Sauce is really what I'm doing right now.
That's dope, because you know what I mean, it gives you another way of just putting your music out.
Just getting it out, because there's a lot of stuff I'm sitting on, so it's like I might as well just put it out there, because I don't know, I probably already recorded the song that changed my life. I don't know.
That's true.
They just ain't hear it yet, so.
So far with the songs that you have recorded, right? Which one or which couple of songs would you say that, you know what, if you want to know what A1 Sauce is about, you feel me? That's a track that you should definitely listen to. You feel me?
That's a good question.
It talks about the grind, the come up, I guess who you are, where you want to be. I mean, just whatever song that relates to you the most. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, this is definitely me right here. You know what I mean?
The song is not out yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give y'all a little. So when y'all look back at it, y'all could go find the song. It's gonna be out, but it's not out right now.
All right.
It's called 40 Hours.
40 Hours.
It's 40 Hours. That's a song me and Ferry did together, actually. It's a beautiful song. It's an amazing song. 40 Hours. If there was a song that's out right now that I could say, what song would it be? Profit. Profit on SoundCloud.
Okay. Yeah. So what's Profit about?
Exactly that. You know, the line is a good profit. That's the bottom line. You know, and it's a twist on words, where it's like profit, of course, is the bottom line. We all want to make some money,
of course.
You know, but it's really about manifestation. You know, self-prophesizing. You know, everything that you put out there, just making sure that you follow up on your word. You know, that's something that I stand on. So that's just the background behind it. But it's just one of those type of songs. It encompasses everything.
Okay. So what goes into, just changing up a little bit, so what goes into, like, you know, you just said that, you know, your man set up the studio and everything else. Do you usually write before you get in the studio, or is it like, yo, I can hear a beat when I'm in the studio and I'm like, oh, okay, this is tough?
I mean, my creative process right now is a little different, because it's like, me personally, I could record in the studio, but like I said, I record at home sometime too. So it's on some like inspiration strikes. Like the Prophet song, I literally wrote that song in the drive-thru. Okay. I was waiting to get my food, and before I got my food, I finished writing the song.
That's dope.
So I would say it's a freestyle, but I wasn't in front of the mic. But I literally just wrote it all out one time. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes, you know, I'm pulling through it. Sometimes I'll just freestyle it straight into the mic. It really just depends on, you know, what the beat is telling me to do. Okay. That's really how I operate.
Because I always feel like, you know, every artist I meet always have a different vibe of how they come up with music. You know what I mean? Like some do it on a chill base, probably at home, wasn't even thinking about it, and they hear something.
To be honest with you, I feel like I come up with my best ideas while I'm driving. Like,
okay.
Because what I normally do, sometimes I might just be going through life, doing whatever I'm doing, and a line might come into my head, or a line, 2 lines, 4 lines, and I'll write it down, and that will come into a song. Like that just
right there.
Just turn into a song. So I guess you could say it come from conversations with myself. You know, conversations with myself turn into music. Mind. Exactly.
That's dope. That's dope. So one thing I like to ask every artist, you feel me? What is one thing that you say that so far that, you know, the supporters that's been following you and listening to you, right, may not know about you?
I got a lot of hidden talents. Okay. You know, when it comes down to it, I'm real hands-on with a lot of the stuff that I do.
So not just artist, he goes to produce.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do production. I do a little production. I leave it to Ferg for the most part.
Okay.
But when it comes down like engineering, I could, you know, I sit down and do my own thing. I could do mixing. I do graphic design on my cover art. I do my own cover art. You know, I got a little niche for marketing, so, you know, I try to keep on my toes with, you know, just how certain things work. Like I said, I took some time off to really study things. So, you know, I move with all of that in mind. That's pretty much really it. When it comes down to it, I feel like I got a lot more to offer when it comes down to talent or just things I could bring to the table. You know?
Oh, that's dope. I mean, multi-talented.
Yeah. You know, I'm working on everything. Master of none. You know, jack of all trades.
I hear that, brother, man.
That's right.
So, within the music game, you know, there's always people, this is like in sports, you know, you probably look up to somebody, you know what I mean, may not be your favorite person, but you know what, I would love to be at that level. I would love to achieve that, right? Is anybody in the music game? Well, I'd be one individual that you listen to that like, damn shit, right here. Like, if I get my music like this, or even, to that platform, like somebody you watch that grew, you know what I mean? So that started from basically, where you were starting at right now, and that accomplished some great things like that. But I think I could definitely follow on that.
I have like two answers for the question. It's like, in one way I could say like Lil Wayne, because like that's my favorite. Like that's just somebody I admire to the nth degree. But when it comes down to like actual implementation, methodology, just moves in general, the Baby. Like as of recently, because it's like the Baby is definitely somebody that I could look at as, a perfect example of just how to do certain shit right, or how to handle certain situations properly. Yeah, how he markets himself, down to the little things. His album covers, his face is on it. You feel me? A lot of people don't realize, put your face on the album cover. Some people don't know who the fuck they listening to. It's little shit like that, just how he rolls out his artists, how he doesn't put his artists, under or above himself. He makes sure that there's a distance between him and his artist. He doesn't make it like his little nigga. It's a lot of things that you could take from him, and I study the game, and that's definitely one person. If I could focus on one person to study, I would study the Baby, because I feel like he's checking off all the boxes.
Sure. Alright. Because I know the Baby's kind of new music. Lil Wayne has been old music, so I can say that you've been listening to that a long period of time. So would you say Lil Wayne is one of the influences that got you into music, or who would you say like some of the artists that you was listening before you started writing? Say, hey, you know what? Shit, I could definitely jump in this game.
To be honest with you, I think a lot of people in my age group, or just at my age, will tell you the exact same thing. And I feel like you already know what I'm about to say. 50 Cent.
Okay, shit.
50 Cent, yeah, because that was my first mixtape, 50 Cent. I think Power the Dollar, something like that. My brother gave it to me. CD players, you couldn't shake the shit up. The song gonna skip.
Make sure no scratches on that.
Yeah, so make sure you hand it back good. Used to get the fucking mixtapes right by Stop and Shop on Flatbush.
Shout out to the bootleggers.
You shitting me? But that was really somebody that I took after as a kid. Granted, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
True.
But took after it. Also, like I said, Lil Wayne was one of the first people that I got to witness from this to this. I seen him when Go DJ premiered on fucking 106 in Park. And, I followed him ever since then. And, Lil Wayne, the journey is crazy.
Mega.
Exactly.
Mega.
I like people like Cameron. I definitely follow, like, the Dipset era. It's a lot of people I could say I pull my influences from. Even, people, my peers. Like, somebody like Ferry. I pull influence from, people around me. So, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even just limit it to people that, are outside of my reach. There's a lot of people I keep around me that I'm influenced by on a regular basis.
So I know you say your background was trendy, right?
Yeah, for a fact.
So is there any soca that you listen to, or is there any type of other music?
I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My playlists go deep, bro. Like, when it come down to it, I listen to a lot of old school music. I might listen to some Marvin Gaye, something like that. I got a 70s playlist, but I be listening to all type of old shit. Caribbean music, dance hall, soca music, all that. That's in the veins over it. I listen to a lot of Popcorn, Sizzler, all those type of, At the same time, I'll be listening, Jay Dilla, stuff like that. It's just a lot of music I listen to. I try to make sure I expand, what my ears taking in, because at the end of the day, that's what my mouth is going to put back out.
That's sure. That's dope. So, one thing I want to ask you is also, so in that genre of music, right, is there any music that, your parents would be surprised that you listen to? Like, whoa, bro, you listen to that? Any country rock or hard rock or something?
Not like that. I mean, granted, I definitely had my little phase. I used to listen to alternative music for a little point in time. The Panic of the Disco, the Fall Out Boys. Everybody used to, all of those. Got a little moment with that, son. But I don't think so. No, not really,
Okay,
son.
okay.
Cause to be honest with you, a couple of my friends got deep playlists too. I'm starting to realize too. You know,
You trying to put you on, and like, oh, bro,
Yeah.
oh shit,
you
listen to
leave
that
it on
too?
shuffle, then you just, you leave it on shuffle. They got their shit on the aux, and you start hearing all type of random shit. You're like, okay, I ain't know you was like that, but alright. So yeah.
I feel like, opening your ears to that different genre, you never know what you could pick up in that, you feel me? You know, that you can probably convert. I mean, I always say, look at little Nas, you feel me? Little Nas X and stuff, like, country music, he got into it, mixed it up with his hip-hop, and now he a Grammy Award winner artist, right?
For a fact, and he did it all in under a year. He really,
Shoot, got people that have been doing this for 20 years, 10 years, and still don't got a Grammy, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't say the Grammy is like, the end best result, but, it's something that you would love to have in your show.
Price go up, man.
You feel me?
That's a fact.
That's definitely dope. So, is there anywhere that, say, if you got to perform, you would know that you that you made it? Like, say, is there a platform that you would love to perform at to be like, yo, shit, I made it, son.
Oh no.
Like shit,
I feel like me personally, just the way I am, I don't even think I would ever realize that I made it.
Okay.
I don't know. Shit don't really be hitting me like that.
I know the person I had here last week, Young Will, was talking about, since he grew up in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center.
Nah, definitely the Barclays.
The Madison Square Garden type thing.
Definitely the Barclays. I mean, that would be one of those ones that is going to hit me a certain type of way. But I feel like I gotta be able to do it on my own and feel like, yeah, I made it or something like that. I would say something like the O2 Arena.
Okay.
I won't go overseas. I won't get overseas.
Okay. Okay. What's funny about that? I tell people from what I've seen also that it's kind of easier to bust overseas. You feel me? And in America, like to a point where you can bust overseas and then come back here. I feel me? But a lot of people don't like to leave. I feel me? A lot of people don't want to leave.
I feel like the thing, that come with studying the game. A lot of people don't realize. People don't pop in their hometown, and people try to say, oh, niggas don't support me, niggas don't support this, they don't support that. People want to see proof, I can't knock people want to see proof. Yeah, they want to see proof. So there's a lot of people, they go outside, they get their cosigns, they might not have to go all the way to London, they might not have to do all of that, but they go outside, they get their cosigns, they come back and say, hey, look, here's my report card, I got good grades, and everybody start fucking with them. To be honest with you, the only person I could sit here and say, or one of the only people I could sit here and say that really actually popped in his hometown or from his hometown is Pop Smoke.
Sure. Like, he had to go nowhere
because he was right here. We heard it. You know where we at. We heard it, and then they heard it. We championed them, so they championed them. So. A lot of other situations it worked the other way around, so there's that.
What that dude say about Pop Smoke, I don't know who making his beats.
It's the Axel dude, yeah.
Yo, his
going
beats,
off.
I'm like, yo, no offense to Pop Smoke, you feel me? But it's like, even if you went to check off his actual lyrics off of it, you feel me? The beat itself would just have you going some, yo, Axel doing your thing, bro. You feel me? Of course, Pop Smoke, you doing your thing too, you feel me? But yo, the beats go hard, and I feel like sometimes that's what it takes for certain artists. You feel me? Like, you probably didn't have got on the right beat yet to just, show that vocals or that, your lyrics out there as much. Because I feel like sometimes it go hand in hand, or sometimes the lyrics will outshadow it if you're that lyrical. You feel me? But if you got that beat,
I feel like like you hit it right on the head, and it's a very undervalued position at undervalued role that the producer plays, nowadays. Where it's like, and I really do appreciate, once again, shout out to Ferry, because Ferry definitely showed me the importance of, having a producer that actually is, around, because there's a big difference between, a lot of people who use like YouTube beats, and there's somebody who actually sits down and, gets their beats done.
Or around their actual,
or even just, because like a YouTube beat, I could scroll through pages and pages and pages, and I can find what I want, So I'm gonna be stuck within the confines of comfort, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, yo, I only got these beats, or yo, I only got this. Fucking, I might make this shit work. You know what I mean? Like, I remember there was a point in time Ferry was going through, a point in his life where he was just making all types of beats that I ain't fuck with like that. But at the end of the day, I made great music from it because that's what I had, and it showed me like, all right, well, I could pull certain things from, shit that I can't even relate to at certain times.
Sure.
So, it definitely makes you a better artist all around when you have a producer that kind of understands, you know, all corners of the space that you're in.
It forces you to expand your game.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Like, yo, can you play on this? Can you do this?
Yeah,
on this? Can you do this on
change it to turf, change it to, you know, asphalt, you know, put my cleats on, put my sneakers on, and, you know, ball out.
Tennis site vibes, right?
Yeah.
Today you on clay, tomorrow you on grass.
Yeah,
you on sand. All right, like,
you never know what you're gonna get, exactly. So it makes you a fiercer competitor, for real.
Okay.
So that's the big difference, I would say.
That's dope. That's dope. So, do you know? 'Cause I know you said the Source Sundays, right?
Yeah, Sunday Sauce.
Sunday Source, right? So, do you just record within that week and then release the tracks, or is it like tracks that you already have?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. To be honest with you, I don't even really be knowing what song I'm really like. This like what today's Thursday. I don't even know what song I'm releasing this Sunday.
Okay.
Usually, I might find out, you know, ahead of time, or I might just find out a day, 2 days before, and I might just, you know, get everything ready. The songs are done. I also have songs that I'm recording that I might just throw in the mix. Like, go here, take this. Like I did a song 2 days ago. I might even drop that either this week or next week. So it really just depends on how I feel. Really, like it just goes off a whim.
Sure. I mean, you do it consistently for a couple of weeks. You could even do that a little mixtape type thing.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
everybody else that didn't catch up with the last 8 weeks.
That's exactly what I plan on doing. At the end of it all, it's all gonna be on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. You know, it's just build up the SoundCloud and, you know, keep it pushing like that for now.
Okay. So one thing I want to ask you, you did talk about producing, right? How do you feel like management play into the game?
Management is a very, very, very important role. Shout out to my managers. I love y'all to death. I thank y'all every time I see y'all, and I'm going to thank y'all again. Management is a very important role because without direction, you can run into a wall so easily.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Management definitely, it's a big deal. Some people they take on the role themselves because, you know, sometimes they might have the certain knowledges and whatnot, but management is really there for you to be able to just focus on making the music.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Sometimes there's a lot of people that feel like they could do every role, or there's a lot of people that feel like they could do everything, but you have to be able to delegate off. You know what I mean? There was one specific interview, I don't remember which interview, but I know Nipsey said it, where it's just like, you got to know how to do everything, but still trust somebody else to handle it. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like me personally, I know Photoshop, I know graphic design, and I know how to edit videos, I know all of this stuff, but I'm not going to do it myself because I got to make the fucking music. So it's like, the fact that I know it, I can give it to somebody else, and I could sit down with them and say like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. I might even pick up the mouse and say, yo, cut it like this, and chop it up my own self, and then give it back to them. So it's like, it's always good to be able to trust other people with the work, you know. And especially when you know they're going to get it done, it's great, you know. So shout out to the team out at FFMG. Love y'all.
Shout out to the management team. So now, talked about the management, talk about what's coming up next, right? You did say you have, well, you're considering a next mixtape, was it album?
I mean, me and Ferry working, we working.
Okay,
like, it's I'll say it's...
So I don't
it's coming along.
Date. So what about season? Like what season you think is gonna be our next winter?
I don't know yet.
Is that next year? What we talking about?
Nah, it's coming out this year.
Okay.
It's just.
I'm trying to be TNT right now.
It's gonna fly out. Y'all gonna get it. It's gonna come at full speed. That's all.
About how many tracks you think gonna be on that?
Me and Ferry was talking about it. I don't know, like, cause right now we got a few, but I know I'm gonna cut some off.
Okay.
Like I'm aiming for like 9.
Okay.
9. Yeah, 9 sound like a good number, but I could just be pulling shit out the air, so I don't know. Y'all might get 13, y'all might get 24. You know,
a double size CD.
Yeah, I don't know. It just really depends on how I feel at the time.
Okay.
It's definitely in the works. I'll say it's probably more than halfway done by now. Yeah.
Okay. So let's speak about the visual aspects. Do you have any videos out?
Yeah, I got a few videos out. I got 16s most recently. I shot a few videos recently, and you know, getting those cooked up right now. But yeah, actually 16th was the last video I put out. I haven't put out too many visuals in the past few months, but yeah.
And where can they find that at?
That's on YouTube, AONESAUSE on YouTube. And that's from Compliments of the Chef.
Okay.
Produced by Ferry. That was a fact.
So I know I had one on your SoundCloud recently, right? I've seen a lot of tracks on that. There's a lot of tracks on that, right?
Yeah,
so
go
is that
back.
tracks that's also on like Spotify and everything else, or is that tracks that you only find on the SoundCloud?
only on only on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Like I said, the Sunday Source tracks, those are gonna be, you know, added to streaming services soon.
Okay.
But everything else is mostly, you know, SoundCloud only.
Okay. So what era of music was that for you on SoundCloud?
That was the dungeon era. That was when we was in Dev crib cooking up,
Okay.
you know, relentlessly. You know, those were, you know, the songs that had the most passion in them. I say, not to say that these ones don't, but it just had a different type of, you know, grit to it. So, you know, those ones on SoundCloud and stuff like that. Everything else is, you know, on streaming platforms.
Okay. That's definitely dope. You feel me? So now you get the dungeon music, and then you also compare it to the new music, alright? And then you go compare it to the newer music, alright? That's soon to come out. Alright,
it's like a timeline. You get to check in on the little dates.
Shit, that's dope. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna wrap it up soon, but one last question I want to ask you, right? You feel me? Is there any other performances coming up?
I think there's one coming up in the next month. I didn't get an exact date yet.
Okay.
But I know I gotta do one with my guy. What's his name? I forget his name.
Alright, but
it's definitely one coming up just now. Y'all gonna see it on my Instagram real soon.
Okay.
But yeah, aside from that, next culture night we definitely gonna be there in full effect.
So
With the bag juice in hand.
Alright.
And you know.
So I know
rock out.
I interviewed you for the last other two coaching nights. That's when I was doing the backstage.
That's a fact.
Since I had the host now, you feel me? I had to get everybody to come out to the actual sit down interview. But I feel like it's a little easier, and also I get to get more in depth with them.
Yeah, so
without the background music and everything else going on and stuff. Because I feel like sometimes coming off that stage, you still on that high. You feel me? Yeah.
Heartbeat and everything. Yeah, it's a lot.
So I look forward to, you know what I mean, your next coming show, you know what I mean? And also I definitely look forward to hearing what the album is about, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So that's going to be dope, right? For one last time, drop the information where they can find your music.
Aonesause, that's on Instagram, that's on Twitter, that's on MySpace, Bebo, Skonex, that's on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Google, YouTube. You can find me on Gmail that way. Anywhere you can find music, anywhere you can find a profile, account, anything, Thriller, TikTok, whatever you're looking for. Aonesause. That's me.
Okay. And Sundays, look out for?
Sunday Sauce. Every week until I get tired of it.
So you heard it here from A1 Source directly. Alright, shout out to him again. Third interview, finally got a sit down interview. Hopefully I get some more with SWAT base members. Alright, you feel me? Look out for this interview this Sunday. Alright, you feel me? So it's gonna premiere soon. Alright. Anything else you wanna drop to the people?
Nah, I ain't got much else to say. I think he nailed it right on the head. That's it.
Say less, bro. Cash Spotlight. Once again, thank you to A1 Source.
It's a blessing, brother.
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Safety.